Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to be making these awesome robots out of paper, so I'm so glad you're here. I really enjoy sharing my crafts and art with you guys. So I'm going to show you kind of a basic, rough idea on how to make these robots, but feel free to be as creative, wildly creative as you want. Whatever colors, whatever shapes, whatever makes your robot unique, whatever makes it you. I only have 3 rules of crafting, and that's kindness is required, creativity is inspired, and perfection is unnecessary. So you ready to make some robots? Let's do it. Alright, to make our robots we'll need some colored construction paper, some scissors, some glue, some markers would be great, and don't forget your imagination. Alright, so first step here is we're going to do the robot's head. This little square head shape here. This one was blue. I think I'm going to do green this time. We're going to take the paper with the long edge this way, and I'm going to fold it into about thirds. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it over this way just until my edge of my paper there is just about even on each side there. I'm going to fold that nice and crisp, keeping it nice and straight here at the edges. Then I'll fold this one back out, and I'll fold this other side in. I'm going to take this edge of the paper right to that other fold we just made, line that up, fold that nice and crisp, and there we go. So we got 2 folds in there and make 3 panels. That's going to be our robot's head. So now that we got the head shape, this very front panel here is going to be the robot's face. So I'm going to take that, and we're going to put our eyes and our nose and our mouth right here on this very first panel. So we got some eyes and a nose and a mouth, and robots, just like people, have lots of different emotions and colors and shapes. So you can choose whichever ones you want to do there. So I think I'm going to choose pink this time. I'm going to do some pink eyes. And I'm going to do the little trick where I'm going to fold a piece of paper in half. I'm using a scrap piece of paper here. I always keep my scraps around so you can keep reusing the same piece of paper and use it all up. I'm going to fold it in half so I can cut the shape once, and we'll get 2 copies of it. So I'm going to cut a little round circle shape this time for my eyes. Alright, so we got 2 circles here. Ta-da! I'm going to put those right up here in this top corner of this first panel. Those are going to be our eyes. But before I do that, before I glue them on there, I'm going to draw some pupils in there. They've got big wide eyes. This robot's got very good eyesight. Alright, so there's one eye. There's the other eye. Okay, we're going to glue these right up here in the top corners. Just a little bit of glue so it'll dry nice and fast. Doesn't take a whole lot. Just a nice little bit of glue here. Alright, so we got our 2 eyes glued on there. Next step, we're going to work on our robot's nose. Got a little triangle here. You can cut whatever shape you'd like for your robot's nose. I'm going to use yellow this time. This time I'm going to do kind of a tapered rectangle shape, I think. So we kind of got like a rectangle. It gets a little smaller at the top and a little wider at the bottom. Oh yeah, I think that's going to be good. So that'll be my robot's nose. I'm going to glue that on here. Just a little bit of glue. Nice thin layer of glue. Put that right there between the eyes. And there we got his eyes and his nose. Next step we're going to do is the mouth. The robots come in all shapes, sizes, and emotions, just like humans. So if you want to make a smile, or if you want to make a frown, or whatever kind of emotion you'd like to give his mouth, that would be awesome. I think I'm going to do more of a square mouth this time. So I'm going to use orange. I'm going to cut out, I think I'm going to cut like a rectangle here. So it's very angular and robotic. So I cut out a little rectangle here, and it's going to go right here below his nose. Yeah, I like that. And then maybe I'll give him a little wavy thing here. Like that, like a robot. Alright, so I'm going to glue that down. Right below the nose. And there we go, we got our robot's face. Next step, we're going to make him a body. So these robots just have little tubes for bodies. So I'm going to take my paper, here again, I'm going to turn it this way so that the long side is this way, and I'm going to roll it that way to make a tube. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue right down the side here. A little bit of glue on there. And I'm going to roll this around and glue it to this other side. Get my hands in there and press it down. Let it dry for just a little bit. And there you go, we got a little tube. It's going to be our robot's body. Once our tube is dry, we're going to take our tube and we're going to take our head. And we're going to put our head right on top of the tube like that. And then we're going to glue it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm put a little bit of glue. I'm going to take my head, turn it over, put a little bit of glue right here on the back and right here on the front, right in the middle. Just put a little dab of glue here. A little dab of glue right here. I'm going to take my tube, right like this. I'm going to glue this side on like so. Okay. Once I got that side glued on, I'm going to glue on the other side here. Like so. And that'll make our robot's body. I'll put my hand in here to help glue it. Get it nice and glued on there. I have to hold it on there for just a second. Make sure both sides are glued on. And there we go, we got our head glued on our robot. Alright, next step is we're going to put some legs on there on our robot. So for these, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, let's see, I think I'll make blue legs this time. I'm just going to turn my paper sideways like this, and I'm just going to cut 2 strips, just as wide as I want my legs to be. Alright, so I got 1 strip there. Cut another strip about the same size. Alright, so I got two strips here. I'm going to take one end, I'm going to fold up what I want for his feet. So I'm kind of decide how big I want his foot to be, and I'm going to fold that. So that'll be his leg with his little foot on there. Alright, I'll do the same thing on the other side here. Alright, so I got 2 little feet here folded up so our robot can walk. Alright, and then I'm going to take these other ends, I'm going to fold these up too. We're going to fold these up because these are going to glue inside our robot. So I got 2 little strips that are folded up on the top and on the bottom. I'm going to take these and I'm going to glue these tabs that we just folded up inside there to attach his legs. So we do that, I'll get a little bit of glue on here. Just takes a little bit. Okay, we'll put one on. That, and we'll put the other one on like so. And there you go, our robot's got some little legs to stand on. Alright, now it's time to build our robot some arms. I like to do little accordion fold arms on my robots. So I'm going to do the same thing like when we cut the strips for the legs, I'm going to do the same thing for the arms. This time I think I'm going to do red. I like using lots of different colors in my projects. So I'm going to do the same thing, we'll cut some strips. One arm strip. Okay, Okay, now we got 2 arm strips here that we just cut out, and then what I did is I cut some little fingers on the end, so I'm just going to cut some straight lines just in a few inches, however many fingers you want to cut out here. There you go. So I cut some little things in there so we can have some little fingers. I like to kind of fold those out and fold them up so that it's little hands. You got little fingers there. And do the same thing on this one. Cut some little fingers. Just going to cut 1, 2, 3 lines there. Give them 4 little fingers. And fold those up. We got 2 hands there with 4 little fingers in each hand. And now we're gonna do I'm gonna do what I call an accordion fold. We're gonna take this and we're gonna fold it once this way, and then fold it back the other way, and then fold it back the other way, fold it back the other way, so that we end up with kind of an accordion. And that'll be his arm. Yeah, so I'll do the same thing with the other side. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna fold it this way, and then fold it back on itself. Fold it back, fold it back. We got another accordion arm. Alright, and then I'm going to take these arms, I'm going to glue them on the sides of our robot. Right here. So put a little bit of glue right on the end of this arm, on the side opposite of the fingers. Put a little bit of glue on here. I'm going to put it right here below his head, on the side. Put my hand in here to kind of help get that glued on there good. Use just a little bit of glue so it dries pretty quick. Hold it on there for just a second. And there we got one arm on our robot. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Put a little glue on. Put that right here below his head. Put my hand on the inside here to kind of hold it in place. Glue it right here to the side. Right there below his head. And there we go. We got 2 little arms on our robot. So to finish our robot, I'm going to put a little design here on the front of his body. You can do a little TV screen with buttons, or this guy did like a little belt and a little lightning symbol. I think on this guy I'm going to do like a little speaker system. He looks like he's making noises. He's a musical bot. I'll take this to make it easier to draw. I'm going to put my hand inside here, like so, and I'm going to draw. So I'm just going to draw a little rectangle here. This will contain our speaker. Get a little speaker, and I'll put a couple little buttons in there. Like that. Put a couple little rivets in there to hold it on. Yeah, I'm going to put a little music symbol right here. A little music note. So we know that he's a musical robot. Let me put some little switches down here to adjust his volume. Draw a couple little slider switches so that we can adjust the bass and the treble and all the different noises coming out of him. And there we go. Our robot is complete. All right, there you go. You did it. Congratulations. We made robots today. That's pretty awesome. Thanks again. I really enjoyed having you here. It's a lot of fun being creative and making art with my friends. And so be sure to check us out next week when we'll have another new video. And we'll be making these cool penguins. Look at the attitude on these guys. Can't wait to share those with you. So if you enjoyed the videos and like to make these projects, make sure to share these with your friends and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll see you again real soon, and stay creative.